Akon gets asked about his $1 billion scam during a recent interview, and he starts panicking and saying things that just don't make sense. If you guys have forgotten about what the $1 billion Akon scam is, let me remind you guys, okay? So a couple of years ago, Akon announced that he was building this city called Akon City, right? This was going to be a city that was essentially going to be like utopia on Earth.
So, from what I understand, the president of Senegal gave you 3 square miles of land.
Well, this is the thing. I had to actually buy the land.
Okay.
So it wasn't gifted to me. But what the president and the government are doing, they're actually laying the foundation for all the infrastructure on the land, like the basic sewage, electricity, things like that. All the things that have to be set forth for me to build the city on top of.
Okay.
And they're giving me 100% full, support.
Right. So it's going to include roads, a hospital,
right,
houses,
right,
hotels.
Trap Files, we back. Big Head Reese with another one. Just speaking facts. Got a video with Akon. Let me find out he's really Akon. They talking about that city he's supposed to build. City ain't up yet. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into the story. I ain't gonna talk too much. Shout out to Fly for the video. I like reacting to his videos. Let's get back to
a police station, a waste facility, a school, and a solar power plant, of course.
Solar power plants, theme parks. All that, man. Boat docks.
And it's called Akon City.
It's Akon City, yeah. That's phase 1, though.
These are actual photographs from what Akon said the city will look like when it's done. Now, the interesting part about this city and what makes it really complex, it was supposed to be crypto ran. So Akon launched his crypto coin under the promise of the crypto coin will have utility when the city launches. So Akon essentially doubled down with 2 scams. He had the city scam and the crypto scam, which went hand in hand. On the website, he says the Akon, the coin, will be the central currency of Akon City.
Is he scamming or no? Is he trying to do something positive that ain't worked out yet? I don't know. I've been hearing about this city for like 15, 20 years.
Sustainable and eco-tourism smart city in Senegal, Africa. I'm African, so I knew this was a scam from the very beginning. But when you heard Akon on Vlad TV, you could kind of see in real time how these African scammers are able to finesse the elders in America. Because Akon is selling this to Vlad, and Vlad is like, wow, what? Vlad mind is blown.
How crazy is that? You were, raised in this country.
Right.
But people don't even think logically. How you just going to build a city? You can't just build a city, bro. Even if you get permission from a country, you can't just go in somewhere and just build a city.
Now you're going to have your own city. You're not going to be the president or the mayor. You're going to have a city. And the whole thing is going to be run off Acoin?
That's
the cryptocurrency?
Yeah, the cryptocurrency, Acoin. You could say the city's financial infrastructure will be built off the Acoin platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Akon City with Acoin being the currency.
Right.
Why not use the Senegalese? What's the Senegalese currency called?
CFA? No, never. I would never use that one.
Why is that?
Because it's owned by the French.
So this is how you're getting around that whole colonial,
right? I don't want the French owning
trap.
my city. How about when you go into my city, you're gonna have to exchange your CFA for currency.
For Acoins.
That's the only way you can spend it. The CFA won't be no good in the city.
It's more than an SUV.
Nobody trying to hear that, man. People it don't even make sense. You're an artist. Do something else with your time, with your time. City. Just try.
Looking back, you can't tell me that didn't sound like an African Prince scam, bruh. That didn't sound like one of those ads you get in your email. Oh man, we gonna have a city of all gold. You're gonna be able to take the gold, bring it back to America. The gold gonna be worth $1 billion. You just give us 100,000. We're gonna give like this. Like it sounded crazy. Now this is where Akon gets himself in trouble. Akon then tells Vlad, "Oh, the city gonna be up by like 2026, like a fully functional 2026. You might be able to get a sneak peek by 2024." Him giving a timeline to me is the reason why this entire thing unraveled and ultimately.
Never give a timeline.
10 years total. The full city will be completely finished.
So by 2030.
Oh, by 2030, we'll be building phase 4 and 5.
Okay, so when can I go visit Akon City?
You will be able to go visit Akon City by 2026. Like literally live in it.
That's today.
Wow. You can visit before then because the city will be open by 2024.
That's so crazy.
The city be open within by that time.
I can't even put my head around it, honestly.
But you can
I
actually.
mean, Vlad City, as I say it
Vlad
out
gave
loud,
you some bread,
I can't even picture doing something like that.
No, but I'm telling you, go to Africa. You better think about it.
And this appeared to be a real possibility. Akon must have thought Americans were just stupid. Yo, Akon was selling the heck out of this. If Africa was this opportunity zone, if Africa had this many opportunities, then why are people like starving in Africa? Why are there so much poverty in Africa? Africa is a great place to be. Don't get me wrong. But this place of, hey man, hey bro, you can come to Africa and pick up a couple $1 million easily. You can start. No, bro, like there are still struggles. There's still corruption. Yo, Akon even told Vlad he wanted to turn Akon City into a tax-free zone, right? You can come to Akon City, put your money in Akon City, and and it's a tax-free zone. We want to give people the opportunity to come to Akon zone and hide their money. So essentially, he wanted to give people the opportunity to money launder. Instead of money laundering in any Swiss banks, come to Akon City and money launder here.
I mean, how big of a team of people do you need to pull off a new city?
It's getting bigger and bigger every day. Like
thousands
right now,
of people?
No, it won't take thousands of people, but it will take hundreds.
Okay.
But to start, I got a team of 15 people. One on the infrastructure side, one on the feasibility studies, one doing agriculture, one doing infrastructure, medical research, digital research. I mean, financial research. You got it's all kind of teams. And then when you start talking about the financial aspect of how everything is going to get paid for, the companies and vendors that's going to be sitting on the land, their leasing agreements, what their concepts are to make sure it's not attached or even not in common with other people that's there to keep the city sustainable in different ways. It's just a lot of strategic decisions to be made with certain people.
It's located in Senegal.
It's in the heart of Senegal, right by the new international airport.
So, does the president preside over that particular city, or is it sovereign?
The president is always going to reside over anything in Senegal.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's not like it's a different country.
Well, the goal is for it to be an opportunity-free zone.
It's a city, Vlad. It's a city.
Where you don't pay taxes.
You don't pay taxes.
Right. I want to make it to where
Senegal agreed to this.
That's what we're negotiating now.
Okay.
But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because we need an opportunity zone now. We need a free zone if you want to invest, if you want to attract investors. They want to be able to park their money like how could they do? They do it in Bahamas or in Seychelles and places like that.
Or whatever.
Right. Because you want them to be able to know that their money's gonna be secure and they can actually put
I
them.
knew this wasn't real when he ain't had no other celebrities backing him or with him working on it. I'm like, man, this shit he's frauding. He's just trying to stay relevant. This was his way of staying viral without having to post videos.
Money's into something into the country that's going to actually be taxable.
When he was talking about how large his team is, you could tell he was making it up on the spot. Man, we got one person for medical services, one person for data tracing data. And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, sir, cut it out, man. But Akon was somehow able to convince the right people about this vision, and the vision was gonna work. He convinced them that because they were able to give Akon $1 billion to get this done. Akon ran through the $1 billion, came back and said he need $5 billion more.
So they gave me $1 billion credit line to start my project, and that's how it all started.
They gave you $1 billion credit line to light up Africa. You spent it all yet, or you got a few M's left?
Yeah, we're asking for $5 billion now. We did a lot of work, man. We got to keep moving.
See, they use up the whole $1 billion. Look at this conversation we're having right now. We're having $1 billion conversation. So you spent up the whole $1 billion, and you're like, man, I done burned through all this credit y'all gave me. I need another $5 billion.
We paid it back. Now we.
Oh, you paid it back?
Oh, of course. They gonna give you another $5 if you ain't paid it back the first.
The way Akon speak to Americans, Akon speak to Americans like we're slow or something.
Yeah.
Right? Like, man, listen, man. I'll pay back $1 billion. Raise your hand if you believe that Akon paid back $1 billion. Be for real here, man. Now, Akon said he did all this work with the $1 billion. Let's take a look at Akon City today and see the $1 billion work that Akon did.
City written Akon City boldly on the wall. This is nothing futuristic like I saw in the CGI. So we're approaching Akon City, as you can see. That is Akon, and it says Akon City.
The best city. You have to go, guys. You have to do it.
Alright, we're almost close. That's Akon City over there. We drove inside the city, and this was all I saw. This right here is the only building
That's crazy.
that has been built in Akon City. Although this building looks futuristic, but this project is looking like a disappointment.
Look at what $1 billion get you, man. Now, could this just be a situation where, I don't know, man, Akon bit off more than he could chew? Maybe. Maybe, man. But the continued lie is what makes it even worse. If Akon comes out and says, hey, man, I tried, I couldn't do it, man, I'm done, cool. But Akon is still perpetrating this scam even to this day. So he was doing an interview recently, and they asked him about
an interview with Akon. He blamed the pandemic, saying everything was pushed back by 2 years.
The thing about the COVID, it kind of
just know, like, from being around kind energy, you know what I'm saying? So it motivated me for real.
At Side, what did we do with our hand smash burger made to order Angus beef?
Who he either gagged the soap or somebody. Ain't nobody give him no $1 billion for that, man.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. I know, philanthropy and, giving back, being a part of the community and restabilizing communities, building communities, your work in Africa and everything like that is still in production. Everybody's, you're helping feed, light, give electricity to millions of people. What's the process like right now? How have you been? How's the development?
No Africans hop online and thank Akon.
The sabotaging started to be common, and I started seeing a lot of fake news and all this false, created bots online about the city not happening and land being taken from me and all kind of craziness. So I was like, you know what? It's getting bigger than to the point where I won't be able to fight it. So let me just allow it to kind of sizzle itself off.
Yeah, and I seen in a talk that you said that, and this kind of goes along with everything, even in music itself, kind of promoting something before it's like established, right?
Yeah,
and that can be
careful.
like a problem because people these days can create their own narratives of things. It's crazy because now is the only time in history that there's 1,000 newspapers online, all these Instagram pages and platforms, and they can create whatever article.
Man,
it's true now. Like you said, it's fact.
People, they really believe it.
They love the negativity.
Well, people really tell the truth. You don't gotta worry about nobody creating no false narrative.
Man, you gotta damn near break your neck to make them believe something, but they so quick to believe a lie.
Akon should be ashamed of himself, man. These people gave him $1 billion in resources to put towards this city. And after $1 billion in resources, because he said he ran through it, this is all he had to produce. This is Akon City. One building in the middle of nowhere and graffiti on the wall. And then he says he needs $5 more billion to continue. And then when he's asked why there's such little progress, he says, that it's the people's fault, that it's the media fault, that he promoted it too soon, so people are not trying to sabotage it. How are people trying to sabotage it? What are they doing to sabotage it? Let us know.
Clown, man. We're going to shake to the comments, man. Make sure you subscribe. It's easy. Trying to get these followers up, man. Come on, man. I'm doing these videos. I'm going hard. Let's see what they talking about in the comments. Those Africans are legendary scammers. I thought Akon was born, though. He's from there. I thought he's born in America, though. This worse than Dr. Umar schools. Yeah, talking about you going to build a city. Akon, man. That's what I was thinking. Vlad knew he was capping laughing out. He was boosting it for interview. Now the playback will look crazy. And it do. My name is Akon, and they trust him. Dr. Umar, the mayor of Akon City. So Akon City must be built in the same place as Dr. Umar and Casa, not schools and wells and Mr. B's built. Yeah, right. Nobody don't want to build nothing here. Man, they frauding, man. Get in my comment box, leave a comment, let me know what y'all think. Big Head Reese, just speaking facts. Shout out to Flock, man, he was speaking facts. I'm speaking facts. We know Akon ain't speaking facts, he was speaking tracks. But, y'all let me know what y'all think.